Okay, so have you ever thought about the surprising connection between professional wrestling like AEW and vintage RC cars?
It sounds a bit out there at first, doesn't it?
It really does. But when you look closer, they share these core things: character, performance, design, and definitely nostalgia.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that 1980s nostalgia was kind of a golden age for both, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had these huge, larger than life characters on TV, and then these like super charismatic RC cars we were all obsessed with.
Right. And what we want to do in this deep dive is go, well, a bit beyond just how they look. We're trying to uncover the, let's say, mechanical and philosophical soulmates between modern AEW stars and those classic RC machines.
Philosophical soulmates, I like that.
Yeah, it's about finding that shared spirit, you know?
Yeah.
The legacy, the purpose behind them, how they both master crafting compelling characters.
Through performance and design, right? So it's about how character can like exist beyond just one medium. Okay, so you're going to see some pretty cool pairings then. Reckless innovators, maybe artistic masterpieces. It should be fascinating.
Let's jump in.
All right, let's start with someone like Darby Allin. He calls himself half-dead, which,
Tells you a lot right there.
it does. His whole thing is this controlled chaos, right? Always pushing limits, seems to have zero regard for his own safety.
That coffin drop.
Oh, man, yeah. It's this, like, high-risk ballet. Amazing to watch, but you always feel like he's this close to just disaster.
That edge of destruction thrill. It's palpable. So how does that translate to RC?
Good question. Where do we see that?
Well, I think it's got to be the Tamiya Hornet. Remember that one?
No,
And
classic starter kit.
exactly. It was the gateway car for so many of us. Simple, light, rear-wheel drive, just built for raw speed. But, crucially, it lived right on its mechanical edge, pushing a Hornet full throttle.
Yeah.
It felt just like watching an Allen match. That tiny margin between doing something awesome and just, well, crashing spectacularly.
Ah, okay, I see that. Both electrifying entry points, accessible, but super high stakes.
Precisely. They pull people in.
Okay, so from chaos, let's pivot. Let's talk architects of perfection. Kenny Omega, the best bout machine.
Right, Omega. He treats the ring like a canvas.
Totally. He builds these incredibly complex, layered stories in his matches. He's like an artist, an auteur even.
But sometimes that perfectionism gets criticized.
Right.
People say it's too choreographed, maybe loses some grit.
Yeah, some purists feel that way. So what's the RC car equivalent of that, like, obsessive quest for the perfect design?
For Omega, I think you have to look at the Tamiya Avante,
Yeah.
1988.
The Avante. Wasn't that the super high-end one?
Oh, yeah. It was an engineering statement. Shaft-driven 4WD, carbon fiber chassis.
Yeah.
Incredibly complex, maybe over-engineered.
Okay.
It was seen as this peak of innovation, just beautiful. But like Omega's matches sometimes, people found it maybe a bit fragile on rough tracks. Not tough enough for the real-world bashers, perhaps.
So both are these highly ambitious attempts at, like, theoretical perfection,
Exactly.
pushing boundaries, but maybe introducing new weaknesses along the way. That pursuit of the ideal.
Interesting trade-off. Okay, next. Mercedes Moné, the CEO.
Of change.
Right. She completely reinvented herself, won titles everywhere. Her style is this mix of technical wrestling and high-flying innovation. She really changed the game for women's wrestling.
Undeniably. A true innovator. So what RC car just blew the doors off convention like that?
Yeah. Where's that kind of innovation?
For me, it's the Tamiya Frog, 1983.
The Frog. Another icon. Why the Frog?
Well, it was a landmark for Tamiya. It really shifted their focus towards pure racing performance. That design was revolutionary. The single rear shock, the swing arm suspension.
Ah, okay. So it was unconventional.
Very. Both Monet and the Frog just grab your attention with these bold, confident moves that weren't the norm. They showed a new approach could redefine everything.
God. Okay, one more. Let's talk transformation. Julia Hart.
Oh, what a character arc.
Seriously. From that, like, cheerful cheerleader persona?
Right, the Varsity Blondes era.
Yeah.
To this dark, gothic, almost menacing presence with the House of Black. Complete overhaul, shedding the bright colors for something stripped down and sinister.
That contrast is so stark. And the RC parallel here, I think, is really strong.
Which one?
The Tamiya Wild one, 1985.
The wild one. The Doom Buggy.
Yeah. It was all about realism. Very
Yeah.
aggressive, purpose-built look. That exposed roll cage, the driver figure, it looked mean.
So, like Julia, it ditched a more maybe playful exterior.
Exactly. It revealed this darker, more dangerous kind of functional core underneath. It's a shift from lighthearted to something deliberately predatory. The focus is on function and menace.
Wow, that's a great connection. Okay, so we've seen quite a range here.
We have. And I think what's really compelling, when you boil it down, is that whether it's a wrestler commanding the ring or, a cherished RC car on a shelf,
Yeah.
it's the story they tell that grabs us, right? That's the enduring appeal of both AEW and vintage RC. They create these characters, these narratives that resonate.
That makes sense. It's about the story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which, raises a question for you listening. Where else in your world do you see things that seem totally different, but actually share some deep underlying story or connection?
That's a good takeaway thought. So just to recap, we saw that kind of reckless energy with Darby Allin and the Hornet.
Right, the innovators.
Then the artistic ambition, maybe with its own issues, in Kenny Omega and the Avante.
The pursuit of perfection.
The game-changing innovation of Mercedes Moné and the Frog.
Redefining the field.
And that darker, purpose-built feeling with Julia Hart and the Wild One.
The transformation.
Each pair tells a unique story, really. Identity, purpose, performance.
Yeah.
It shows how character can definitely transcend the medium it's in.
Well said. It's a remarkable synergy when you look closely.